Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch the Digital India Week today with a view to empower the people of the country through the Digital India program. Digital India aims to transform the country into a digitally empowered knowledge economy. The Government of India has been undertaking a series of initiatives for developing various applications and portals that would go a long way in making the lives of the citizens better. Petrol prices were cut on Tuesday by 31 paise per litre and diesel by 71 paise per litre. The cut in petrol prices comes on back of 3 successive increases since May, while this is the second reduction in diesel rates this month. Petrol in Delhi will cost 66.62 rupees per litre, while a litre of diesel will cost 50.22 rupees per litre. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh will arrive in Srinagar on a 2-day visit to review the security arrangements for Amarnath Yatra and offer prayers at the Himalayan cave shrine on July 2nd. He will review the security arrangements for this year's Amarnath Yatra along with Chief Minister Mufti Muhammad Saeed and senior officials of state and central security forces. The Delhi Assembly on Tuesday passed the VAT Amendment Bill allowing an increase of 30% on petrol, diesel and tobacco. The bill will make enabling provisions for levy of value-added tax in respect of goods enlisted in the 4th schedule at flexible rates instead of a flat slab of 20%. Buoyed by the good show of electricity, coal, steel, the core infrastructure industries put out the best performance in 6 months, growing by 4.4% in May against contraction of 0.4% in April. Union Health Minister JP Nadda on Tuesday said the government has achieved significant progress under the National Health Mission, pointing out the facts that government has also been able to bring down the infant mortality rate and under 5 mortality rate. India has slammed the indifference of some permanent UNSC members towards restraining terrorists, saying the attitude puts a question mark on the Security Council's ability to combat terrorism. The remarks came against the backdrop of permanent member and veto-wielding China blocking India's move in the UN, demanding action against Pakistan over release of Mumbai attack mastermind and LET commander Lakhvi in violation of a resolution of the World Body. Greece has become the first developed country to default on its debt to the International Monetary Fund after missing a €1.6 billion payment. In a statement, the IMF said it did receive a request for an extension of the repayment, and the IMF board said it will consider that request in due course. Eurozone finance ministers on Tuesday declined to extend Greece's bailout hours before its expiry, but talks will continue today after Athens asked for a new aid plan. Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras requested a 2-year rescue deal with the European Union to save the crisis-hit country just hours before the European part of its EU-IMF bailout expires at 2200 GMT. At least 116 people are feared dead after an Indonesian Air Force transport plane crashed on Tuesday in a residential area of the Indonesian city of Medan. The Hercules C-130 plane hit 2 houses and a hotel before bursting into flames, creating a huge fireball. The Hercules plane had been on its way from an Air Force base in Medan to Tanjung Pinang in Riau Islands of Sumatra. In US, the Obama administration will announce today it has reached an agreement with Cuba to reopen embassies and restore diplomatic relations severed more than 5 decades ago. A similar announcement is likely to be made by Cuba's communist government. The formal unveiling of a deal would fulfill a pledge made little more than 6 months ago when Obama and Cuban President Raul Castro had announced a historic diplomatic opening. After days of deadly gun attack, tourists once again are returning to Tunisia. On Tuesday, a busload of tourists from the Czech Republic arrived at the Soviva resort in Tunisia, located only meters from the Imperial Marhaba Hotel, where gunman Saif Rezgui opened fire last Friday and killed 39 people, mostly British tourists. Tunisia estimates at least $515 million in losses in 2015 for its tourism industry. Almost 2 months after Liberia was declared Ebola-free, the disease has cropped up again, this time in a rural town outside the capital city. The body of a 17-year-old tested positive for Ebola on Sunday and he was buried the same day. Liberia's health minister on Tuesday told in a news conference in the capital Monrovia that an investigation is underway. According to security sources, at least 3 people were killed on Tuesday when a car bomb exploded near a police station in Cairo's western suburb of 6th of October city, a day after an attack killed Egypt's top public prosecutor. The Indian women's hockey team crashed out in the quarterfinals of the Hockey World League semi-finals tournament after they were drubbed 0-7 by world champions the Netherlands at the KHC Dragon Stadium in Antwerp on Tuesday. Swept away by the early onslaught in the quarterfinal contest, the Indian women's hockey team's defense wilted under the pace set by the Dutch girls.